Coach, following today's loss to Ohio on Love Honor Care Day and One Miami weekend, what are your first reactions and opening thoughts for us today?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm proud of our kids' fight towards the end in the second half. And, I would be remiss if I didn't say I was disappointed in how we started. Just such a big day in front of 4,000 cancer survivors, potentially, and support, So I just wish we would have came out with a little bit more fight at the start, but was really proud of how we finished the game.
After last week's game at the press conference, you said you guys needed to do a better job finding three-point shooters.
Yeah.
Today, how would you say you guys did on
that? We didn't. The thing is that we found them, but we had to understand Ohio's a different team in that they're going to shoot the three or get a layup. There's not a whole lot of mid-range. And so that was the constant message on the scout was just you have to get past the arc and contest all threes. We were at the arc, and they're too good of a team. They're too talented to be at the arc and contesting. You've got to run them off the line. And so we still got work to do there. I think it's a better job than the last time we've talked, but we still got work to do.
I saw that you did try a couple of zones, different types to try to run them off the three-point line. Was that kind of the thinking there?
Yeah. Erica Johnson, Sierra Hooks, Monty Burke. We're not guarding those guys one-on-one. That's just it's the message to our team. I'm okay with saying that publicly because we know that. But when we want to be a solid defensive team, we can be a solid defensive team. And so with the zone, the thought was, let's put us in position to where we can locate shooters better. But if they do happen to drive, then we're already in position to help. And I felt like when we executed it, we were fine. But then we give up second chance opportunities, and they hit what they hit from the three.
And with it being Love Honor Care Weekend, did you have any personal connections to people affected by cancer?
Yeah, I think we all have, right? I think family members, friends, cancer is one of those things it's not going away. It doesn't seem that way. It's unfortunate. The message to our kids was we get to play basketball for 2 hours. We're talking about how talented Ohio is and how tough of a matchup that is. But to see all the cancer survivors, to see all the support and how hard that is for 2 hours, I wish we would have played a little bit harder.
Ohio had about 25 points on turnovers, whereas your group of girls only had about 8. What kind of things would you do different to keep those turnovers and those points off turnovers under check?
Yeah, I think getting past their first line of defense. I think obviously what CC had 6 steals. So anytime you play with the ball out front past the arc, they're going to pick you. They're going to get in passing lanes, but they have nobody over 6 feet. And so I felt like if we could have got past the first line and went inside more and worked from inside out, we would have had a better chance. But the ball was sticking with us today. It was too stagnant. We weren't moving. I wish we would have done more of that because we've been pretty good at it the last 4 games.
Last week you said you still felt pretty good about your team overall. Do you still feel the same way after a couple straight losses?
I sure do. I'll fight with this team every day of the week. I think there's a lot of growth that we still obviously have to do. But at the end of the day, I know who they are as people. I know what their character is. I know that when they're confident, we're really good. There's some things that we got to work through, and it's taken us too long to respond to runs. We get deflated, but it's because as people, they want to do their job, and when they let their teammates down and they let their coaching staff down, it takes us too long to get over it. And so I'm okay with that. I will fight with this team every day of the week. There's no doubt.
You mentioned Ohio's offensive kind of firepower, very high-scoring offense. How do you think that Miami's defense improved today because they were going against such a high-powered offense?
Yeah, I think we just gave ourselves a different look. Yes, we gave Ohio a different look. We haven't played the zone, so that was the first time that we actually put it in the last 2 days. I think we know now how we can improve it. What we can take away from it. It's a matter of just going back and reviewing the film and getting better in it. But quite honestly, our man-to-man, we were giving up a ton of points in man-to-man. We had to come with something different, just have a different look.
Kenzie Schmitz, she had a career-high day despite the team's loss. How do you think her confidence increased today? How did she step up today to make that possible for herself?
Yeah, I mean, I think it made us all better. Her shooting 3 for 6 from the three helps us all, and that's the message in the huddles: is you're doing your teammates a disservice if you're passing up open shots. And I think Kinsey heard that after that first time out. It was okay every time I'm open, I'm shooting it, knowing that it gives us an opportunity for offensive rebounds, but more so it sort of pulls the attention away from Sav because now you have to contest shooters. So if Kinsey can continue to shoot like this, it makes us all better.
Today, you guys were all healthy, but on Wednesday, Peyton, I believe, was out with the flu.
Yeah.
So how is she doing then? How is the rest of the team doing, just health-wise and injury?
Peyton's one of those kids you'll never know. You can ask her all day. If she can go, she wants to go. I was actually concerned that she would probably drive herself to NIU I don't even know, on Wednesday, because that's who she is. So I'm sure this bye week is coming at the right time. We have a couple kids sick, and they just need to rest at this point.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
Yeah, of course.
Kenzie, today Miami fell to Ohio on Love Honor Care Day, one Miami weekend. Wasn't the result that you wanted, but what good things were we seeing today from the Red Hawks?
I think we definitely showed some fight in the second half and especially the fourth quarter. And it shows that we can be in every game that we play and we can come out with the results we want, but we just need to bring it right away from the start. And we can't let time go by or let possessions slip from us. And we just got to take advantage right away from the start and fight the whole game.
You had 13 points today, a career high for you. How did it feel out there today?
It was exciting. It definitely is exciting always to get your career high, but obviously I wish we would have come out with a win and been excited for both things. But it does show though that I have confidence from my teammates and my coaches to keep shooting the ball and doing my thing as well to help the team.
OU has a lot of offensive talent, especially when it comes to shooting the three-pointer, and especially their guards. What was it like matching up with some of them today?
They're always a tough match. I think we always obviously have a battle with them every year. And this year especially, they have a lot of talent on the offensive end, so I wish we would have been able to stop more of the shooters, but they were shooting really well. And, sometimes we just got to stick together more and play with all five of us on defense to stop those offensive threats.
During the game, during the timeouts, during halftime, what was the message in the huddle and on the bench, and what adjustments were you trying to make as a team in order to kind of combat that offensive threat from Ohio?
I think it was really just the message of sticking together and fighting harder. We didn't come out necessarily the first half with the grit and toughness that we know we have, and so I think the message was that we just need to, pick it up and start the new second half like it's a new half, new game, and just fight together.
So you guys, in the third and then the fourth quarter, you guys started to make a run to come back. What does it say about your team that you guys, even with the deficit, you guys still were stayed in the game and fought?
I think it shows that we definitely can stick together and play hard when we want, and we can get the results as long as we come every day and show up ready to play. And today, obviously, we didn't right away, but it is promising that we still have games coming forward that we can get the results we want if we play together.
So late in the third, you guys were down by a high of 30. Going to the fourth quarter, what did you guys talk about on the bench to help bring your spirits back up?
I think the same thing, just constantly encouraging each other, having confidence in each other that we're still in this game, there's still time left, that there's still potential for us to do what we want to do. So I think just encouraging and staying with each other.
Moving forward, what are you taking away from this game?
I think we definitely have room for improvement, as it was showed, but we always have room to grow, and we still have games left that we'll definitely come ready to play.
Thank you for your time, Kenzie, and congrats on that career high.
Thanks.